Welcome back to Toni's Garage. I am Tony, and today we are going to present and to open the second part of that Minichamps box full of models. So let's get into it. And after a good sip of coffee, I will start with a Lamborghini, because the first model is a Lamborghini Gallardo it's LP570-4 Superleggera. So the Superleggera was the fastest model of the Lamborghini Gallardo, and to be honest, the one with the prettiest design. And this one, in this gorgeous Verde Itaca, it is signature green for Lamborghini. This one looks absolutely great. So as you can see, it has a very cool green color. I really like that Superleggera, how it's written on the sides, on each part of the car. Cool brake discs, brake calipers, they are black, something a little bit unusual to a Lamborghini, to be honest. I was used to see them in yellow or red or something exotic, something similar with the exterior paint. But hey, at least they are present, they are detailed, and you can also see the very small Lamborghini mentioned on them. So very nice detail. The interior is all black, but since the Lamborghini Gallardo has quite some large side windows, you are able to see the interior quite well. So the details are there. You will have some sport seats, very cool. You will not see the seat belts on this car. Usually it should have some road or some normal seat belts, but they are not visible on this model. Other than that, the interior is quite cool. You'll have that specific Lamborghini dashboard, very nice details. And of course, being a Lamborghini and with a glass or a plastic cover for the engine, you are able to see that gorgeous Lamborghini engine cover with the Lamborghini mentioned on the cylinders. Being a V10, this is a little Lamborghini with a lot of power in it and with awesome details. One of 1,152 models, so it's quite a limited edition, as you can see right here. A nice model. It is not perfect, but it is a very good looking one, and a good way to start this unboxing clip. Moving to the Germans, to Mercedes-Benz. This time we will have a DTM car, a C-Classe for DTM from 1996, so quite an old one, but very aggressive looking car. This is how the design used to look on the DTM cars more than 20 years ago. So cool details. You'll have that Mercedes star logo on the bonnet, which is very nice. A very cool and aggressive grille and the front spoiler. If you are paying attention to the exhaust pipes, you are going to see that they are not as detailed as they should be compared to the rest of the car. They are from plastic, black plastic, and they look quite sketchy. But the rims are nice. The brake discs, another minus, they are not separate discs, but they are stick together with the rims, and this is quite visible, which is not the best thing to see on a Minichamps model. But those Bridgestone tires look very cool. Really nice interior. You'll have that old school roll cage in it, in silver. Nice steering wheel, nice dashboard. Only the race driver seat on this usually 4-door saloon, but in this case one seat because it is a racing car. Other than that, quite aggressive, huge rear spoiler, nice details, awesome livery. So most of the time you'll have mixed feelings when it comes to Minichamps models, because they can deliver great details, but I have the feeling that they don't want to do that entirely for the whole car. So they have a habit of missing some details that usually they shouldn't do, especially for the price, because especially now the Minichamps are quite expensive, but even in the past they were more expensive than EXO models that sometimes are more detailed than these Minichamps models. Nevertheless, let's move to Le Mans from DTM with an Audi R8, but not that R8 design that you are used to when you are seeing a road Audi R8, but instead you are going to see the Le Mans version. So very interesting concept car, totally different compared with the road car, but nevertheless a very good car. This, if I'm not mistaken, took the 4th place at Le Mans in 2005. So quite a fast vehicle with some nice details. You'll have that racing steering wheel that is not complete. It's more similar to the one from the Tesla Plaid model. I forgot how you'll call that type of steering wheel, but very walk or something like that. But very interesting. Only the driver seat in there, even if you have room for another seat. Very cool interior, very cool details. Those headlights are very nice, very detailed. Exhaust pipes also very cool. Yeah, it has some very nice details, except for the brake calipers that are absent. You'll only be able to see the brake discs. But hey, Michelin tires, nice looking ones, and quite a cool livery. So again, mixed feelings. You tell me what do you think about these models, and if Minichamps models worth the money from your perspective. But when it comes to nice models, they really managed to do a very good job with this gorgeous looking Alfa Romeo. And to be more specific, I want to present to you the Alfa-Romeo Brera. A fantastic design. Alfa Romeo is well known for their very cool design of cars, and this one is in the same category. Awesome looking hatchback in this specific red from Alfa Romeo. Rosso Alfa is the name of the paint, very typical. I will say that I fully agree with this Rosso, that it is an Alfa Rosso. Awesome looking model. Great front grille, but you can see the Brera logo mentioned on the back. Awesome headlights like the real car. The interior, I actually went in a red Brera like this one, and the interior is pretty similar, so very cool aspect on that. You'll have a panoramic roof, and you are able to see through it, so another cool feature. Having also big windows, you are able to see that black and silver interior quite well, which another thing that I like a lot. Awesome exhaust pipes, awesome rims. From the modern types of rims, these are the ones that I really like, so great details on it. Brake calipers, brake discs, nice details. You'll also have the Alfa Romeo logo on the rims. So all in all, this model is a great one, and a fine example that Minichamps, if they want, they can do something, but they don't really want to do that all the time. So hey, one of a limited edition of 4,042 pieces. So not the most limited edition, but it's going there. So cool addition. First column is already gone. We have 2 more columns left. Another DTM vehicle, an older one this time, from 86, so not from 96, 10 years before that. Another C-Class Mercedes. This time we will have a white one with more details for my joy. Pirelli tires this time. That Mercedes star on the bonnet, very cool. Awesome exhaust pipe details. Very nice roll cage. This time it is a black one. You'll have the fire extinguisher on the driver's seat. You'll have some very cool seat belts that are coming from the back, from the trunk. They look like they're coming from the trunk of the car, and they're reaching the driver's seats. So quite nice details. Awesome interior. Very cool retro rims. I really like that. Cool sponsors: Adidas, Recaro. A lot of cool sponsors. Commodore AMG. This is an example of a car well done, well made by Minichamps. Limited edition of one of 2,304 pieces. Great addition. Awesome. Now let's move to the car that took second place. I hope it was second place and not the third one, at Le Mans, from Mercedes-Benz. This is the Mercedes-Benz C9, a very cool looking hypercar, and I can say hypercar because it is from the LMP1 class, or the equivalent class from that period of time. Nice looking silver arrow, as they were used to be called, from their racing presence in silver without a paint. Great details. Love those rims. They are quite dark chrome or something like that. Rims, very nice. Very cool details on this car. Nice details on the headlights. In the interior you're not able to see a lot because, as you can see, the windows are quite small, but those mirrors are very detailed. You'll have the radio antenna, huge back wing, so overall quite nice details. I don't have any complaints for this model car. The Michelin tires are also very nice. Quite a cool one. Moving back to DTM, but this time to a BMW. Let's take a sip of coffee first. This is a 3 Series BMW from DTM with a very cool white roll cage and the white and red livery, a FINA livery or first gold, and with some very cool details. So it has some similar rims with the one from the previous Mercedes that I showed to you, but in the BMW style, of course. Michelin tires, driver seat, and that's all. The fire extinguisher in the middle, not on the passenger seat. Cool stuff. Very cool details on the front. Pretty nice details in the back of the car. Horrible looking exhaust pipes. It looks like the one from a Burago model. And this is a Minichamps, not a Burago, but hey. The interior is nice. That livery is absolutely awesome. And this again makes me wonder what's the deal with Minichamps and that exhaust pipes, because they definitely can do better. You don't have any details on the stand, a reason why I don't know if it's a limited edition or not. But hey, we'll continue with DTM, but this time we'll have a little more modern one. So a 2006 car, and this time we are going to move to Audi, because this Castro livery, it's a great looking Audi A4 DTM version. And this time finally we have some details. As you can see, the livery is fantastic, very aggressive design, because in the modern era the DTM cars had this very wide and aggressive design. You'll have the exhaust pipes on the side, right here and right here, so a little more details. The interior is a lot easier, to be honest. You'll have the board going almost to the back seat if you are looking through the window, because you have a lot of technology. Black roll cage, great seats, very cool seat belts, racing seat belts, a lot of details in the interior. Most of them I don't know what represents, but since we are discussing about a more modern DTM car, I can only imagine that the technology is more advanced in these cars. So a lot more buttons, cool details. Too bad that you cannot see all of them on the camera, but hey, you need to believe me on that. The details are here. One of 1440 models, so it is from smaller limited edition. Quite cool. Nice details on this model. This is one that I really like. Let's see what we have next. The last column, the last 4 models are here. First 2 will be street cars, and this one is an SUV from BMW, the first generation of BMW X5, in the light yellow according to them. But if you are looking at this model, you will notice that it looks more of a gold car than a light yellow. That being said, this is a fantastic looking BMW. A strong engine, 4.4 liters. This is a benzene car, so gas. Quite nice brake details, not the nicest ones, having in mind that the brake discs and brake calipers are glued or are fixed to the rims, so they could have done better. Front part on the other hand, quite detailed. I really like those rims, those headlights, sorry. I can say the same about the back details. Cool exhaust pipes, very cool headlights, very nice details. I love this color. It has some very large windows, so you are able to see the interior quite well, and it is a very detailed interior. Awesome dashboard, very cool steering wheel, and since it's a BMW, we need to try to open the bonnet, and let's see. It was a success. You are able to see that BMW engine cover right there, and some details in gold combined with black and gray. So overall impression about this car, I can easily give it an 8, having in mind that it has some details. But if we are looking at the braking discs for a Minichamps, not good at all. Okay, let's move to an Italian, another car that was great designed by Minichamps. This time we have again an Alfa Romeo, but the sedan version of that Brera. So basically we have the 159 Alfa Romeo in a great looking silver, or Argento Alfa, because if you had a red Alfa Romeo Brera in Rosso Alfa, you need to have the silver version in Argento Alfa. I love those Italian names for paints, like the Lamborghini we started with, in Verde Itaca. And this one, it has some great details. I'm quite familiar with this car since I've seen it in the James Bond movie many years ago. Awesome details. The exhaust pipes are how they should be, so detailed, something that Minichamps can do if they want. But hey, awesome headlights, very aggressive ones. I love that grille. The interior is pretty similar with the one from the Brera, but again, the same applies in the real life. Very cool looking rims with nice details if you are checking the brake calipers and brake discs. The interior, again, quite nice, and it has a lot of details for an edition that it is not that limited. One of 4042 models, so they are strange. I like them a lot, but they are strange. I don't know what is their policy regarding the quality control of their models. Well, the quality control is good, the design is not. Old looking racing car, Ford Capri Group 5, so or Ford Capri GR5 from 1980. Fantastic era for racing, and this Ford is a fine example of that. It looks like a retro spaceship, very wide, very aggressive, nothing at all compared with the street version of Ford Capri. Love those rims, even if they are not the most detailed ones, but this car looks in a big way. And look at it, look at how aggressive and how wide this model car is. Awesome details. Only the racing seat, the racing seat for the driver, black roll cage, quite some nice details in the interior. You will not see fire extinguisher or other kind of details, but overall impression is quite good. You'll have some nice air intakes, awesome Ford grille, very aggressive looking Capri that has nothing to do with the real model. Awesome gold paint on those rims, Goodyear tires, bigger in the back compared with the one from the front. Nice, very cool looking model. One of the models that I like the most from the Minichamps collection. And the last one from this clip, from the second part of this Minichamps unboxing, we will have now a Bugatti Super Sport. And if I said the Bugatti Super Sport, I think that you will expect to see the Veyron, but it is the EB118, so the one before the Veyron. Very interesting design. I'm not the biggest fan of this design of the Bugatti, but I can admire the details. Awesome orange racing seats with some blue seat belts. Fun fact is that it is very obvious that those seat belts are just a sticker and nothing more. But hey, at least the engine details are here. You'll be able to see that great details of that engine. Michelin sponsored on the rear wheel, Michelin tires. Let's say that you have some nice brake discs and brake calipers. Well, decent details on the front headlights, more decent on the back. Those exhaust pipes, another failure, but hey, we discussed about that. These specific air intakes, air holes from this Bugatti you are also going to see on the Bugatti 110, the model that was released recently. When I will unbox the Look Smart box, I will present that model as well. That being said, we ended up another box full of models, or another series of 12 models. We'll have 2 parts left. Thank you for watching, and we will see each other quite soon. Until then, cheers!